drive as an international student or an immigrant? Can you drive in the UK before you even get your full driver's license? Can you do that? The answer is yes, and I'm going to tell you in this video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lillian. For those of you who have just recently joined, thank you so much for subscribing and helping me to grow this channel together. So I have a lot of things to talk about. My life here in the UK, how I navigate through the UK, and what I want to talk about today is very, very important. So I want to share with you guys my journey into getting a full UK driver's license. Yeah, so I know a lot of people want to drive in the UK, but today I'm here with a few tips. Because this topic is going to be lengthy, I have decided to make it into series, like part 1, part 2, and part 3. So for today's episode, I'm going to be talking about who can drive in the UK, the steps you need to follow to getting your full UK driver's license, and can you drive as an international student or an immigrant? Can you drive in the UK before you even get your full driver's license? Can you do that? The answer is yes, and I'm going to tell you in this video. So without wasting most of your time, or much of your time, I beg your pardon, let's dive right into it. All right? Yes. Before we get into it, so we need to know who are those responsible for issuing out driver's license. So if you see me looking down, I've jotted out some points. I did a lot of research for me to come to talk to you guys. So the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, DVLA, is an arm of the UK Department of Transport. So they are responsible for maintaining a database of registered drivers in Great Britain. Yeah. So who can drive in the UK, guys? Everybody, literally everybody can drive in the UK, provided you are age 17 and above. You can drive in the UK. And then again, if you've passed both the theoretical test and the practical test, you can drive legally unaccompanied in the UK. Now, what are the steps in getting a full driver's license? First of all, you need to get a provisional driver's license. You need a provisional driver's license in order for you to book your theoretical test and ultimately book your practical test. Yes. So when you have a provisional driver's license, it lasts for 10 years before it expires, and then you cannot drive unaccompanied. So that means you have to constantly drive under supervision. Someone has to be in the car. Somebody that has a full driver's license will have to be with you in the car before you can drive. And then I think provisional license is good so that it allows you to start practicing on the road, knowing the road signs, knowing how to maneuver on roundabouts and all of that. It helps you prepare for that D-Day for your practical driving test. So it is very important that you first of all get your provisional license first, because you will not just go and take a car and start driving. It is very, very illegal. You don't want to be caught by the police and just breaking the law. So you need to first of all get the provisional driver's license. All right, so step number 2 is, right, in my own case, I'm using myself as a case study. What I did was I went to the post office. Yes, you can go to any post office that is close to you and get, there are the forms there. So I went there and I picked the form. I went home, I filled it up. So I took my BRP, my biometric resident permit. I also took my international passport, and then what's it called, a passport photograph. Those are the items that I took to the post office. So I think I paid about £43. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can either apply online or you go to the post office. If you are applying online, I think it's £10 cheaper. That means you're going to be paying £34. But if you're going to the post office, you are going to be paying £43. When you get there, you will submit your documents, and then that is it. You submit your documents, the person that is, talking to you or, attending to you will give you a receipt. Please keep that receipt very, very safe, because you're not going to have your biometric resident permit for, I think, a space of 2 weeks. And then again, you're not going to be having your international passport. So literally that receipt, serve as a proof to show that this is where my passport or my documents are, in case there is any problem. So I literally put it so safe in my purse, waiting patiently for my my documents to be returned back to me. I think it took about 2 weeks before I got my passport and my BRP back, and then I think few days later my provisional license was sent to my address. So yes, what they do is, first of all, they'll send all of your documents back to you, and then a few days later you are going to get your provisional license. So yes, whilst filling the form, in addition to your name and other important parts, you need to also fill in your current address, and then you also need to provide your address history, like that is where you've lived in the past 3 years. So that is also included in the information that they need from you whilst you're filling the form to request for your provisional driver's license. All right, so yeah, now to the juicy part, to the most important part. Can you as an immigrant, can you as an international student drive in the UK? Yes, of course you can, but there is a but. So you need to be eligible to drive in the UK when you have your international driver's license. All right, so you can use your international driver's license to start driving in the UK prior to getting your provisional driver's license. All right, but then again, you cannot drive when you've stayed more than a year in the country. Okay, so you can drive in the UK with your international driver's license when you are within 1 year in the country. Yes, all right. So another thing is, so how do you know if you're eligible to applying for a driver's license? How do you know you're eligible? First of all, you need to just be in the country for at least 185 days within 12 months. So that means you must have stayed here in the country for 185 days in the space of 1 year. So I think about when you have lived or you've stayed here within that, the number of days, you are eligible to apply for your provisional driver's license. All right, so those are the few tips, or those are the few steps. So guys, yes, that is it. Here you go. So if you want to get the provisional driver's license, those are the easy steps for you to follow. All right, so the next video is going to be talking about, now that you've gotten your provisional driver's license, what next? Now that you have your provisional driver's license, what are the things that you're going to do next? So I would explain all of that in details in the next video, because I don't want to bore you with lots and lots of stories. That's why I'm deciding that, okay, I'm going to be keeping this short as possible, so that you can grasp everything and get right down into it, guys. Who doesn't want to drive? Like, driving in the UK, you can go to anywhere, whenever you want to go. Just, take your car keys and zoom off. So it is very, very important that you get your driving process speedily. All right, so till I see you again next time, thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like and share. Somebody might benefit from this. Thank you so much. Mwah.